Have you ever been in the bedroom with someone new, and suddenly your mind starts racing? What if I'm not good enough? What if I mess this up? What if they're judging me? Here's the truth. Nervousness in the bedroom doesn't mean you're failing. It means you care. But what if I told you there's a way to turn that nervous energy into confidence? And maybe even something unforgettable. Stick around, because this story might just change how you see intimacy forever. Let me tell you about Alex. Alex was the kind of guy who could walk into a room and instantly make friends. He was funny, charming, and always knew what to say. But when it came to the bedroom, especially with someone he really liked, that confidence seemed to vanish. Sound familiar? Alex's story isn't just about him. It's about anyone who's ever felt unsure, nervous, or even a little awkward when things get intimate. And here's the thing, it's not about being perfect. It's about being present. So, let's break it down. What do you do when you're nervous or unsure in bed? Here's what Alex learned, and what you can too. Alex met Emma at a friend's party. They hit it off immediately. She was smart, funny, and had this way of making him feel like the most interesting person in the room. They went on a few dates, and everything seemed perfect, until the night things got intimate. That's when Alex's mind started spiraling. What if I'm not good enough? What if she's disappointed? What if I do something wrong? Sound familiar? Here's the thing, Alex wasn't alone. Nervousness in the bedroom is something almost everyone experiences at some point. Maybe it's the first time with a new partner. Maybe it's the pressure to perform. Maybe it's just the fear of being judged. Whatever it is, that nervousness can turn what should be a great experience into an awkward, overthinking mess. But here's what Alex didn't realize at the time. Nervousness doesn't have to ruin the moment. In fact, it can be the starting point for something deeper, if you know how to handle it. So let's talk about what Alex learned, and what you can do when you're feeling nervous or unsure in bed. Alex's first mistake was overthinking. He was so focused on what could go wrong that he forgot to focus on what was actually happening. Emma wasn't judging him. She wasn't expecting perfection. She just wanted to connect with him. But Alex was stuck in his own head, and that made everything feel awkward. Here's the first lesson Alex learned. Communication is key. Instead of trying to guess what Emma wanted, he could have just asked. A simple, "What do you like?" or "Is this okay?" can go a long way. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present. The second lesson? Focus on the moment. When Alex stopped worrying about what might happen next, and just focused on the here and now, everything felt more natural. He noticed the way Emma smiled, the way she responded to his touch, the way she laughed when he made a joke. Those little moments made all the difference. The third lesson? It's not a performance. Alex had this idea in his head that he needed to be some kind of expert in the bedroom. But the truth is, intimacy isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about connecting with someone else, not impressing them. The fourth lesson? Take your time. There's no rush. Alex realized that slowing down didn't just make things less awkward. It made them more enjoyable. It gave him and Emma a chance to really connect, to explore, to enjoy the moment without pressure. The fifth lesson? Laugh it off. At one point, Alex accidentally knocked over a glass of water on the nightstand. Instead of panicking, he laughed. "Smooth move, huh?" Emma laughed too, and suddenly the tension was gone. Nervousness doesn't have to be a big deal. Sometimes it's just a reminder that you're human. The sixth lesson? Pay attention to your partner. Alex realized that the more he focused on Emma, her reactions, her body language, the way she responded to him, the less he worried about himself. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. The seventh lesson? Let go of perfection. Alex had this idea in his head that he needed to be some kind of expert in the bedroom. But the truth is, intimacy isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about connecting with someone else, not impressing them. The eighth lesson? Trust the connection. By the end of the night, Alex realized that his nervousness had faded. What replaced it was a sense of closeness and trust. He and Emma had created a moment together, and that was all that mattered. As they lay there, talking and laughing, Alex felt a wave of gratitude. He'd been nervous, sure, but he'd also learned something important. That vulnerability and honesty could turn a potentially awkward moment into something beautiful. Emma turned to him, her eyes soft. "You know, Alex, I really like being with you. Not just tonight, but in general." Alex smiled, his heart swelling. "I really like being with you too, Emma." And in that moment, he realized that confidence wasn't about never feeling nervous. It was about embracing those feelings, communicating openly, and trusting the connection you share with someone else. So, What do you do when you're nervous or unsure in bed? You communicate. You focus on the moment. You let go of perfection. You take your time. You laugh it off. You pay attention to your partner. You trust the connection. And most importantly, you remember that intimacy isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. Alex's story isn't just about him. It's about anyone who's ever felt nervous, unsure, or even a little awkward in the bedroom. And here's the good news. Nervousness doesn't have to ruin the moment. In fact, it can be the starting point for something deeper, if you know how to handle it. If you found this story helpful, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.